E se andiamo avanti a pollici, io sono entrato comunque. In bocca al lupo, Andre, divertiamoci, diamoci sotto e fino all'ultima palla. Dai.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry from Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. the carry, it's Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Darnold from the gun. And he finds Cook. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stopped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Ok.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 3.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. The shotgun snap for Darnold. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And less than a yard.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Meeting the tough
Quasi.
Pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
7-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
Cook on the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
The 20-yard line.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Darnold on third down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds.
Good flag.
Taking it down inside the 30. That's when they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Cook following the penalty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And this a quick slant to lock it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a run with Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They run again on 1st down. Cook, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 20-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Vita Vea in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Sbagliato.
Comes back no good.
Ce lo stai
And by just a couple
emozionando.
of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Amore, mi hai chiamato?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Spurlock. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
No, ma perché mi sono mosso?
He lost
Sbagliato.
9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Sbagliato io.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Cretino. Ah, vai.
To throw, it's Allen. That's taken in by Callaway. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
To number 86.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for him. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field.
No.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Maher able to put this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now off the bootleg, Darnold sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Miseria.
Midfield and inside the 45.
Fan bene.
A good gain
Ho
again.
letto
That's
bene,
now
ma
31
scusa.
yards combined on those last two plays.
At the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. to Lockett. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Darnold. It's the right side here, complete. Well, the Vikings use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
25-yard line.
Ora lo a mano.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. His pass incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over and now you get the second half to play.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
At the 33-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're
Perché
going
è sempre
to
lento il mio
on the
Vigor?
road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard battle. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spurlock, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's taken down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And the Cardinal first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this one incomplete. And too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Allen. And a throw there.
No,
incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Well, goes a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Cardinals 17, Vikings 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Yeah, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake, and it's Darnold.
Lo sapevo.
Yeah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
44-yard line.
On the ground is Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Cook, the ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold completes it to the fullback hand. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A first down throw, Darnold. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. One call remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Vikings 3.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Reed. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's
Perché mi vai sempre a
And
schiantare
they'll
là?
get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. He's going to fight. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of fellas talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Darnold intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st down, Spurlock, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Accidenti a me.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Off of play action, Darnold. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Darnold. His pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Get there and pick it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the...
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going up top. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Darnold. And this is so it's incomplete. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Darnold on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now it's Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Darnold. And then here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll indeed take a knee. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And they take a knee. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Andre, complimenti per la partita. Primo tempo da grandissimo giocatore e il secondo tempo c'è stata quella palla alla fine del primo che ti ha mandato fuori, secondo me.
From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
La palla. Cioè, c'avevi tu la palla del pareggio e lì il pick six ha spezzato l'equilibrio. È chiaro che se non ci fosse stato il TD, quello pazzesco alla fine del primo tempo, io lì al posto tuo avrei smadonnato fino a domani. Lì però io me l'ero, diciamo, nel dubbio, sapevo di dover lanciare quel tipo di pallone perché tu c'hai tutte safety e cornerback bassi, 5-11, me l'ero studiato e quindi ho detto se ci devo provare provo la jump ball in modo che c'è un'occasione. Però è una palla che riesce una volta su 200 perché non solo l'ha ricevuta ma poi è andato in TD.
Getting into the playoffs is is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win.